Alright, we're with the biggest pothead on the fucking planet, Will Tossie. He's kind of TikTok famous for this piece of shit. Anyways, we put in a 1JZ VVTi motor over the summer.
Yeah.
That's how I met him. He was like, yo, I need help with this swap. And I was like, yeah, I know how to wire 1J. And I was like, shit, we're gonna have to do more than wiring. So this is out of what, a JZX100 or JZX110?
110, yeah.
Yeah, this is out of JZX110. We got the non-immobilized stock ECU. I wired everything up here. So these are the chassis connectors off the stock 2J, well, off the IS300. So like there's a couple switch power sources, tachometer signal, stuff like that. And then this is like all the unused stuff we're just gonna tape off and whatnot. Literally it's like 6 wires to wire up the 1J. Like it's not even bad. Like it's just like switch 12 volts. You need to make sure the power and the engine's grounded, etc. Very easy engine to wire up. We retrofitted this intake off the GE motor. Yeah, this was off of GE. I think we had to cap that off. Yeah, which is easy. Dude, I have not seen this car in a grip too. Running the AEM gauges. Actually, my wideband's off his car.
I have glow shifts also. It's glow shifts like boost and water temp.
Yeah, literally just stock 1J.
Yeah.
We got the ABS still here, super tight fit. Remember, we had trouble putting this motor because we had the downpipe on, remember?
Yeah.
And it was like hitting shit. So like mainly like we can get this car fired up. You have the starter, right?
Yeah, it's on the motor.
Yeah, and then we could rig up something for the fuel system. And yeah, literally this is like his fuel hanger. So it's the stock GE motors are like returnless. So like we gotta convert this. So that's why we have this AN bulkhead, this 6 AN bulkhead. And we're just running AN line underneath the entire car. And then we gotta do intercooler piping because you're fucking dumb. Where is the intercooler core? Let me show them this shit. Bro, you were...
Regular emission.
No, it's not regular. You're fucking ordered an oversized intercooler. Yeah, you're not running a support bar, a crash bar.
Cut this piece right here.
Dude, I don't want to cut that. I hate cutting shit.
Nah, I don't think it'll...
What do you have to cut? What did you cut?
This right here.
Dude, I feel like it would be mad flimsy. Like, what?
No, just this little piece right here.
What do you mean that just that little piece?
Just whatever.
What's that for then?
Probably my bumper. That's probably a bolt to hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's probably for the bumper. Yeah, it's like welded on.
There, if the intercooler sits literally like right.
Did they run the crash bar or no?
I can check. Yeah, they probably had a street faction. Like,
Yeah,
they
whatever.
had some big ass one.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, but you got the over... Yeah, I guess that's like something. At least if we document it, someone on YouTube will find this video and go with it. I don't even think... We didn't do the plumbing for the power steering, but we'll do that after the motor gets started. Did you put on the...
I literally just took the old one out.
Oh, you took the old one out? Yeah, we got to do the throttle cable. Where did you get the throttle cable from?
It's a Mark IV. I bought it like...
Mark IV Supra?
Yeah. I bought it off like Facebook Marketplace.
How much was it?
It was like $50.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Like, including shipping.
Hell
So I
yeah.
bought it from some dude like...
Yeah, doesn't like the Camry one work or some shit?
Yeah, you can do it. I think
it's like a
it's
90s
like the
Camry or early
late
2000s.
90s,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's late 90s Camry,
Yeah.
V6. Yeah, that throttle cable works.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're gonna throw in the new starter, see if we can get the motor to crank, and I don't feel like filming every single bit of that, but I'll just try to film as much as I can. Sheesh. Alright, like the big issue we had was like literally, shout out to like that guy on YouTube that's explaining it. We're modifying this fuel hanger assembly. So like we have this Walbro 255 and I was just wiring it up for him. I assume blue is literally, yeah, blue is power and then the black is definitely ground. So just wire red to blue and then black to black. We need to go get butt connectors because I realized I don't have like any for this gauge wire. So we'll just cop that at AutoZone. Did you see they're throwing a meet at the Coche Suet
Tonight?
tomorrow?
What's tomorrow? Saturday night?
Yeah, dude, dumb as shit ever. Dude, I told the guy, I said, you must be new from around here. Yeah, we're gonna finally fix this. And I'm gonna show you guys how to get the fuel pump to turn on when the key is in the on position. You just have to ground one wire to get the main EFI relay to turn on. So the fuel pump will actually siphon fuel from the back and turn on whenever you have the key in the on position or you're cranking. So like, that's like one thing that happens when you remove the GE harness, because the stock 2JZ GE ECU sends a ground signal to the ECU to turn the fuel pump on. So yeah, you could literally ground it to the engine, you could ground it to the chassis, so I'll show you which wire it is. And we're just gonna like focus, at least finish the fueling shit and then put in the new starter, and like literally I think we could start it up. Yeah. Which is like huge. Yeah. Because like literally that's all that was really left to get it for its first start, and then the rest is just buttoning it up, intercooler piping, power steering, dumb shit like that. Oh yeah, drive shaft. Yeah, we gotta measure that soon. Yeah. Notice we have the cross member in. I'm surprised that we fucked up those threads in the chassis. I heard that's so common. I heard it's so common. The one for the cross member to the chassis. Yeah. Dude, it's so easy to cross them. Yeah. At least it's in somehow. So like we decided to go to AutoZone to go get fucking parts. Like literally, and we were making a joke about these fucking car meets that used to happen at this spot till somebody ruined it, like what, 2 summers ago? Yeah. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Yeah, look at the CRVs. I should probably get my mask. Dude, my e-brake's not even on. Yo, you trying to see the meat? You trying to see the meat? This is hilarious. Dude, I always think it's a V8 badge. Wait, is it? Wait. It says V8, yeah, it is. That's fucking horrid. Dump. That's disgusting. Yeah, this is actually kind of sick. Oh yeah, that's pretty sick. This Outback's pretty clean too. We came back from AutoZone, got the 5/16 hose. So right here we got this bulkhead. It's a 6 AN to 5/16 barb. Well, so we're just gonna, yeah. Oh yeah, and then I also wired up the connector for the Walbro 255, so that's all good. And we're just gonna finish with the fuel hanger, and he's doing the Mark IV Supra throttle cable install inside the car right now, so that's rad. And I'm gonna clean up some of the wiring stuff, and we're gonna put the starter in, and then get the fuel pump wiring to work. So we make sure that the fuel pump turns on with the key on, and I'll show you guys what we're doing for that. All right, are you kidding me, bro? Mad ants, bro. All right, we got everything on. Got this clamp. Still gonna seal that top with like plastic JB weld, but it won't leak or anything since it's all sealed within the AN line. Then this is the return line. And what about that metal piece that we put the JB weld thing? Did we have to put that back on?
Oh yeah, it's the like fuel pressure regulator.
What, isn't the pressure regulator on the engine? Alright.
Fucking, we need to take this bottom piece back off to put this
Alright, word.
Yeah.
Let me pull it off. Alright, we put the piece on. So that little metal regulator piece, whatever. Then we slammed this piece with a hammer to crimp it together, and then we put this, what is this, JB weld putty.
It's like gasoline resistant.
Yeah.
Epoxy.
Yeah, apparently And that's really it. That's how you make a return style
Tank weld.
Yeah, tank weld. That's how we make a return style. And then we're just gonna run a bunch of 6AN underneath the car. We'll P-clamp it underneath the car later. And then the return line should be good. But we could test the pump, make sure it works before putting it back in the tank. We like trying to get this thing wired up. We got it cranked for the first time, which was unexpected. We thought the starter was bad after fixing a couple grounds and stuff. So there's this like 2 chassis connectors. I cut the connectors off when we did this. So like one is connector A, one is connector B. I can't tell you which one. So there's gonna be a black and orange one, like the one, these aren't fully crimped, but you see there's a black and orange one. And the black and orange will get switched 12 volts, so I'll show you where we're wiring that up, but I just have it temporarily hooked up to the positive side of the battery. And then there's a green and yellow wire, so it's either this one or this one, but it's definitely not the one that it's hooked up to. So we're gonna do some diag work to get the fuel pump to come on when the key is on. So yeah, making progress. All right, so I was trying to figure out why the fuel pump wasn't turning on. So what I did is I pulled out the circuit opening relay over here and checked for the ground pin for continuity between the ground pin to make sure I could figure out which one it was. So if I connect the other side of my voltmeter, wherever the hell it is, I've discovered this green and yellow wire is the wire that needs to be grounded. Now, for what reason, when I hook it up to ground, why it doesn't work, couldn't tell you, but we gotta figure out why the fuel pump isn't coming on. Pain. I just realized the battery's still on. Alright. We got the return line on with the 6AN over here. We triggered the fuel pump to turn on by sending 12 volts over at this middle pin over here. There's just a straight power connect to that from the battery to there. Fuel pump turns on. Then if you go underneath the car, we took that return line, which is 6AN, ran it all the way under the car. Kind of zip tied right now, but we'll pick up P clamps and then use self tappers to drill it into the chassis so it's all secure. And all we have to do is just cut this to length and connect it to the rail over here on the return line. So on the 1J, the return line is obviously the line coming off of where this fuel pressure regulator is. And then we just gotta hook up the feed line and the fuel system's 100%, which is like literally 15 minutes of work.
Yeah.
If not less. The engine cranks. I can kind of crank it. I don't know if it will still crank. Did you have to use the brake pedal or no? Yeah. It do be cranking. That's crazy. I think it was a ground issue at first. It wasn't cranking. This is so sketch.
We got the Duralast.
The Duralast. All right, we are going to Will's place. And I'm driving on Route 9, if you know my area. You're on Route 9. So, yeah, as I said, Dropped off that piece to my painter, talked to him, Dave Kraft, hit him up. Really good guy from Northborough. Just knows his stuff. He's been in the game for decades, and I'm super thankful for having him, you know, take care of my car, have it painted. Aside from that, you know, I don't really want to like spoil anything on the car. But yeah, I'm gonna focus on Will's car for the time being, and I want him to drift the July 4th event. So possibly we might be able to get the car started today, and I'm gonna start working on the intercooler piping on the car. And yeah, it's gonna be rad. Sick. All right, we're still fighting this fuel pump issue. So on the chassis side, there is that black and orange wire. So we're giving that battery power to the chassis, and that opens up the EFI relay. And then the other one here, this other black and orange one, opens up the circuit opening relay. And the way I'm able to tell is it reads 12 volts on the voltmeter. So this is that pin right there gives power to the relay. So like, let me actually show you. I'll just probe that there. So like, if you look, that's disconnected, but if I give it power, 12 volts. So we know that the relay is getting power. So that means in order to close this fuel pump signal to trigger, we gotta look for the ground signal and ground that wire out to close the full relay. And you know for a fact that this is right because like that's power to the relay. And then, hold up. I think it was this one, the middle one. That's power to the fuel pump. So, yeah, that was the fuel pump. So, yeah. So we have power to the relay. That's the output power to the fuel pump, the white one in the middle. So we got to figure out the deal with these two in the corner. And then, yeah, just taking my one step at a time and documenting everything so nobody has to go through this when they're doing their IS1J swap, because there's nothing online about this and people just get a rig it and run a toggle switch. Shut the fuck up. Johnny's here. Oh yeah, we like decided to ditch the whole like trying to figure out the chassis solution, and like we're just gonna run an independent relay and then power this. But for first start, we're just gonna run this directly to the battery to keep the fuel pump on, and then we wired up all the things. So this is constant power all the way to the relay that powers everything on the engine harness, injectors, the ECU, etc. all in ones. We need to get an inline fuse, like a 30 amp inline fuse, so everything's all good and protected. Then we have a ground running right here on the intake manifold, and all we have to do is just get a fuel filter and a clamp from AutoZone, and we could attempt the first start. Let me touch you. What is up with your front fitment? What is this? Dude, it wasn't this low.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Well, I readjusted everything, so it's a lot nicer now.
Johnny, do you have an Instagram? I don't know, like people fucking care about that when I like film.
At DSG Audi,
Yeah.
where we do German car things, like
German car.
run out of oil.
Gianni, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
I
you.
never met you after all this
Wait,
time.
really?
Met,
Yeah.
no.
He doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Dude, hold up. Moment of silence for like this scenery right here. That is so fire. This is not a Boomomobile. Sheesh. Are you sitting on anything?
I moved everything. Your mask, your wallet are there, your sweatshirt behind you.
I don't have a wallet. What makes you think I have money?
Well, I took it all, so.
Will, what are you doing? Are you taking another bong rip? Did you actually? Did you bring your booster seat?
My boosters?
Yeah. You know we can't drive you all dirty.
Give me a second. I got
Dude, I'm a vlogger now.
You're professional.
Yeah, look, I can hold the camera like a vlogger. Yo, wait, actually, look.
He's a real vlogger. Look at him.
Look, I'm a vlogger.
We got a plaid in this.
You're from Worcester now.
What? You can't do.
With the. You're from Worcester.
Just do the light skin face. Yeah, do the light skin face. Alright, fuck you. Alright, we copped the ghetto filter, the Duralastron, the clamps that you probably shouldn't even be using. So I'm gonna just throw this in real quick and we're gonna attempt to start this thing. Alright, I got the feed line with the fuel filter. Actually, hold up, I need to tighten it at the fuel at that end. But everything on the top is done. You know, everything at the bottom's done, so we met just one thing to clamp and we can attempt the first startup. Yeah, the car. We put gas in the car. I actually started mocking up like the intercooler piping, figuring out like where I'm gonna need these cuts, cut through the fender liner so this could fit through. So that's a different story for another day, but we're gonna see if we can get it started. Do you find the key? All right, let's try it. Let me know when you're ready. All right. Yeah. All right, go. Battery shot?
Do you think because of the coil packs it just won't?
No, that's not why. The battery's probably shot. Well, I could just hook up my jump. Like, we could hook it up to the GTI.
No, like all the lights.
Yeah, but it's probably low. Yeah, I don't even hear the fuel pump.
Yeah.
Today is a very sad day, and Cam is here.
A minor setback.
For a major comeback.
Quick
Let
update.
'em know.
I mean, it'll be worth it.
Quick update. The engine is hydrolocked with
Yeah.
gasoline.
I'll insert a clip. You can text me that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like fuel's coming out of the throttle body. Honestly, couldn't tell you why.
The FPR.
Yeah, the FPR might have failed and it's leaking through the vacuum line most likely. So we're just gonna pull the intake manifold off and just like refresh it and like go over things.
New spark plugs.
New spark
coil
plugs, new
packs.
coil packs, like just refresh everything to the T and just like make sure this motor is good so we can like get it good. So, but the car's gonna be running. Could have fired up, but it's like kind of worth it that like something like this happens so we can actually like, you know.
I'm not mad.
Yeah. We started mocking up the intercooler. Like I started it because I just want to design an intercooler. So like, I think I already talked about it, but I'm gonna like get my Sawzall, cut this, then we gotta roll a bead. Oh, I guess I'm gonna do a roll bead here. And then this side's gonna be the tough part. But the side, the hot side of the intercooler piping should be done tonight, which is super cool. Since it's like a part we were stressing about. And then just like a basic, started designing like a bracket. I'll have like a support. So the intercooler should be good. You'll run like a Street Faction bash bar. Or actually, dude, there's a guy local who's been making like bash bars and roll cages for everybody.
Really?
He's doing them for like $200.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, I would hit him up. His turnaround time's like quick. Yeah. So we're gonna cut that. We're gonna go get some stuff to like unlock this motor. Yeah. Pain. Well, we got the intake manifold off. First time pulling a 1J intake manifold off. That sucked. That honestly sucked. So there was a lot of fuel in there, and we're gonna insert clips, but it seems to be that I had the feed line on the wrong line. The return line was good, actually. So feed line was in the wrong place, but it's good that we have this off because we're just gonna refresh this, and we might be getting an engine harness from Wiring Specialties because this harness is honestly really hurt. So that, and that's really it.
Screw whoever imported this car.
Yeah,
This end.
yeah, they like cut a lot of stuff. Like a lot of important connectors were cut. I think the injectors were like clicking open like crazy too. So that kind of sucks. Then we got the 1J intake manifold off. And there's like 7, well there's 5 bolts and then 2 nuts, and then the whole thing comes off. We had to lift the whole harness and the fuel rail out of the way to get it off. We took the throttle body off first before doing so. We're just gonna probably paint this and make it look nice too while it's out, so yeah. All right, we got everything like all kind of clean. Yeah, I realized the feed line I had was like hooked up literally into the intake manifold. So if I get underneath the car, let me see if I can find it. You see that thingy with like the little thing at the top? Yeah, that's where the feed would originally go. But I think we're gonna eliminate that junk. Yeah. God damn it. Alright, since we made a silly mistake, I'm thinking we convert this end to actually AN, this banjo. The washers dropped on the ground. So I think we should convert that to AN, run the feed line through there, and man, we should be good to go. Alright, I'm home. I got a battery, a blade, and a Sawzall. If you put that anyways, yeah, we got the Sawzall. I'm gonna cut right here at the tape. So let me just prop you down, bring you through the process, you know, just getting some work done, getting Will's IS back on the road. You feel me? It's cold, bro. I meant to say it's hot. All right, I think I'm cutting over here. Yeah, cut this straight. This is so ghetto. Easy like that. That thing is far from straight, I'll tell you that. I'm gonna try to straighten her up. Now I can just like sand it. Bam. Pretty much hot side of the intercooler. Piping is good. Just need to clean this up, then get a bead rolled on it, and we're all good to go. So that's cool. I got this so we could unflood the engine. So, all right. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this style. of videos, just something that's not RX-7 content, and I know it's just something people are interested in, you know, cars like ISs and stuff, and I thought it'd be cool to document just other stuff I'm capable of and not restrain the content to just one platform or one thing, but just kind of give you guys a glimpse of like my life, the stuff that goes down here, because our car scene's pretty dead, and just like, you know, just having fun with my friends and stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'm probably gonna be filming the second part of this video. I'm going to go pick up some parts for Will while he's at work, and it's gonna be sick. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you guys have any suggestions or want to see anything else, just let me know. And thank you for 2,000 subscribers. It like means a lot to me, and I'm gonna be making a video just dedicated to that. Like, words can't describe how happy I am just to get the support I've been getting from the channel. I know I don't like have crazy views, but I'm just happy that people sit down and watch these videos. Anyways, have a wonderful day, guys, and thank you for watching.